It is finished. I can rarely hear the words done or finished without the words of my English teacher ringing in my ear. Meat is done. People are finished. These are the last words of Jesus according to John's gospel, or rather, should I say, last word. In Greek, it's not three, it is just one that he mutters with his last breath. Tetelestai. Tetelestai. You can say it with me if you want to. Tetelestai. Tetelestai. This word comes from a root that we're very familiar with. The prefix telos, which you see in all sorts of words, whether it's telephone, television, telegraph, teleport, which is the superpower I wish I had. But all of these, if you think about what they have in common, all of these things travel a far distance and then come to an end. And our understanding of this word comes from the original Greek, but it's not just one Greek word that it comes from, it's two, with just one simple letter change. So the words are telos and teleos. They sound very different, right? Just an I is in there. And telos is the word for end. But teleos, that means to perfect. Perfected. Fulfilled. And so when we hear Jesus mutter, which I can't imagine, maybe it was loud. Maybe he had some strength that we can't even imagine, a strength that God put inside him on that cross. But maybe it was just a whisper. And as he said that, those gathered heard it, but maybe not in so much as it is finished. Some prefer to say, it is completed, or it is accomplished, or it is fulfilled. Because when we think of finished, I think we think of an end. And we lose that idea of perfection, completion, making something whole with this final act that has happened on the cross. As I think of these words, it makes me recall, it's a project, and it's called the Semicolon Project. I'm not sure if you have heard of it, but the Semicolon Project was created for those who struggle with self-harm, depression, thoughts of suicide. The idea that they could stop moving forward, but haven't yet. And if you think of a semicolon, so those involved with the Semicolon Project often get it tattooed somewhere on their body so that when they see it, it's a reminder of what the semicolon is. If you think about it, a semicolon is very different than a period. A period is an end. It is a complete thought. But when you use a semicolon, you don't want it to be over. It's all connected. It's still the same thought, but rather than ending and starting anew, you just pause, but there's the space to keep going. And so that's why the semicolon is used as a part of this project, as that symbol. This project, as they say, it strives for not stopping when you can keep moving on. And so as I've been thinking about these last words of Jesus according to John, or last word, tetelestai, maybe before we've heard it as a period. Maybe it has seemed like quite the end, but what if it wasn't? What if these words were Jesus' semicolon? What if it's the first half that happens today? And if that's the case, I ask us, what comes next? What comes after the semicolon? And we know the story, and we will likely see each other tomorrow and on Sunday, and we will hear that. But when I ask the question today, I don't just mean the story of Jesus' life, death, and resurrection. Where is our role in that? If Jesus is everything before the semicolon, and we are what comes after, what does it mean for us?